Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am in zones 13 and 14 here in Guatemala City, which is the largest city in Central America and the capital of Guatemala. I actually live here and I'm super excited to share a series of videos showing you what it's like to explore around Guatemala City. Right now I am in Plaza Berlin and I am on Avenida Las Americas, which is one of the main streets here in Guatemala City. And I'm with my friend Lydia. We are going to walk all the way from Plaza Berlin down to Plaza Abeliscoco and walk up and down this street and talk to you guys about whether we feel safe here or not, and to share with you our recommendations if you should come here if you're visiting Guatemala City. So let's do this. Hi, I'm Kerry. Let me quickly explain why I am exploring all over Guatemala. A few years ago, I traveled solo to Guatemala. I met my husband, and in 2024, we got married in Antigua. He loves his country, and I do too. So our goal is to travel to every department in Guatemala. We bought a Jeep to accomplish this mission, and we love sharing videos about traveling and living in the land of eternal spring. You guys, I can't believe that I've lived here in Guatemala City for a little bit of time and I've never been to this plaza. So right here behind me are actually pieces of the Berlin Wall. I didn't know that, but my friend Lydia, who lives here in Guatemala City, she actually told me these are the real pieces of the wall. They were sent here to Guatemala City. If you want to know how to determine that those are real sections of the Berlin Wall, all you have to do is come here to this sign right next to the pieces of the Berlin Wall, and right here in the plaza, and it's called Ruta Historica, and it gives you information about the plaza, and it's actually in Spanish and English, which really surprised me. So this is telling me right away that this is a really cool place to visit in the capital. You guys probably know her. She's originally from Ukraine and lives here in Guatemala now, speaks 4 different languages, which is amazing. Whoa. Oh, it's una misa. Oh, okay. Wow. Una misa afuera. So as we're walking along, just past Plaza Berlin, as we're walking along Avenida Las Americas, there's a statue of the Pope. I believe that's the Pope who came here to visit Guatemala. And they're actually gonna have an outdoor Catholic Mass here. These guys are so nice, they just invited us to join them. But we have a lot of walking to do today, so we're gonna keep going. So they have like benches and sitting places out here. Look at how beautiful it is though. This part of Guatemala City is so nice. This is the Ecuador Plaza, and that's one of the really cool things about this street and why it's called Avenida Las Americas is they have little plazas and statues and just beautiful displays for the different countries that have a good relationship with Guatemala from different countries in the Americas. So I'm just gonna keep walking around and kind of showing you guys the different displays and just show you what it's like to walk around here. There's a bunch of just families, dogs, children. I mean, it definitely feels really safe. I've got my phone on my gimbal and nobody's bothering me or looking twice at me. And I'm using a GoPro 11 to film this YouTube video. So my camera is really small. It's not a big camera. I wouldn't recommend walking around with a huge camera here in Guatemala City, but I definitely feel comfortable and safe with the way I'm walking around right now. So let's see, let's continue. This statue and this plaza is for the relationship between Guatemala and Uruguay. So I just want to point this out here. There is a museum called La Ruta Maya, and it's right here along the street, and especially the part where it's blocked off for pedestrians only, and it's actually open on Sundays. I came here the other day with my friend Lydia, who's with me here today, and it's amazing. I'm going to show you guys some of the clips. You can get in, the entrance fee is reasonable. The woman who runs this museum, she's an archaeologist. She studied here in Guatemala and in the United States. She studied museum studies there, and she's just super smart and professional, knows her stuff. She gave us a tour tour. And a lot of these artifacts here at the museum, they were actually stolen and brought to the United States. So the foundation here has worked really hard to bring these artifacts back so that they can be on display for the public. Now it is a private museum, but they're doing a very good job of making sure that these artifacts come back to Guatemala. So if you come here, definitely support them. They're doing a really good thing, and the museum is beautiful. Okay guys, so now that we are at the part where the road is blocked off and there's so many people, it feels very safe here. I would actually use a larger camera here, and that's saying a lot for Guatemala. So if you do want to come here to Guatemala City and you want to walk around, come here on a Sunday. This is amazing. So it looks like this is a continuation of the plaza for Uruguay because it's like a statue for Jose Marti. Guys, I just want to talk about something quickly. I live here in Guatemala City. I don't live here in this zone. It's really beautiful but expensive. But I moved here because I married a local Guatemalan, and we do have a Patreon account where we share behind the scenes of our life here in Guatemala. Most of my YouTube videos and my videos on Instagram and Facebook are short videos about traveling around the country. Sometimes I share videos just about life here in general in Guatemala, but if you really want to see the behind the scenes videos about what it's like to live here, how to stay safe, where we go shopping, the cost of living, what I do for work, what my husband does for work, how we're able to travel so much, I share all of that in my Patreon account, and you can click the link in the caption of this video. Just go to the information section. I've got a ton of really good information there, but you can join my Patreon account and get a lot of behind the scenes information. Cool to see the bicyclists come through here. I have no idea how we did that, because if I try to use a bicycle and to go up on this statue, I would fall on the ground. Okay, so now this is Plaza Canada. You can see the maple leaf there on the ground and the Canadian flag up there. This is cool. See here where they're actually roping off the street and closing it off for pedestrians only. So now this is the Dominican Republic Plaza. All right, I'm gonna walk around and kind of show you guys what's going on. There's like different vendors selling things. It's starting to get really busy. And this is like a really good way for people to like advertise their businesses out here and to sell food and like gifts and things like that, like toys. But before I show you that, now I'm in the Plaza de Nicaragua. So this is for the country of Nicaragua, of course. Oh, there's doggies. Oh my gosh. These are so cute. So I am here with Kerry, and she has an NGO that helps street dogs. She's going to share a little bit of information about this.
Thank you so much. Well, our NGO is called Adopta una Mascota, and we rescue dogs from the streets, and we base our dogs in foster homes, so the community helps us out. And each Sunday we are here in Pasos y Pedales in Avenida de las Americas.
Great, thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if you want to adopt a dog, please stop by. Unfortunately, we don't have enough space in our house here, but I am gonna give a donation. You guys accept donations, yes, right? Okay, this is wonderful what they're doing. What is this? Oh, wow. Now we are in the plaza for the country of El Salvador. This is a really beautiful plaza with some benches circling around it, and they've got beautiful designs on them. There's a statue of someone in the middle, Jose Matias Delgado de Leon. I don't know who that is, but there's a lot of people just sitting here and enjoying the shaded area. And there's like a beautiful garden here. That's one thing I've noticed while walking around, is there's just like a lot of beautiful flowers, a lot of shaded area and just lots of places for people to sit. ¿Cuánto cuesta para alquilar?
Vale 1.25 el plato, más 5 quetzales el lugar.
Oh, okay.
¿Descargar la aplicación bien? Con tarjeta de crédito o de débito de cualquier banco.
Oh, con tarjeta también. Oh, wow. Qué chulero. Gracias. So that's where you rent the scooters here. And you can use your credit card, which is really cool. Okay, so this looks like an impressive plaza. It's very busy. There's like a fountain surrounding it with some water and a big monument. Let's go see what this is. Wow. Oh wow, there's like kids with the firefighters here putting water here inside of the fountain. This plaza is for the country of Argentina, and what's really cool is that the fire department is there and they set up a lot of activities for adults and children. The firefighter here is showing the types of tools he uses and how he uses them, and then they set up these games for children to keep them entertained. So this is really nice, and I was not expecting for there to be so many activities today. I thought I was just going to be walking around and enjoying the scenery and seeing a bunch of people just walking their dogs, but there's so much going on here. So you can see here where they blocked off the streets. This is some sort of monument, I guess, for Guatemalan military or something. And the street's blocked off here, but on the other side of the street, it's not blocked off. So all the pedestrians are walking here along the street, and they're walking in the middle as well through the gardens, and it's shaded, although it's not very sunny today, so it doesn't matter where you walk. How Guatemala always has these fancy drinks with the shrimps on top of them. Looks like you can get non-alcoholic drinks here, but you can also get a lot of these drinks with beer. This restaurant is Pooo Compero, and you will see these fast food restaurants all over Guatemala. They are very famous for having the best fast food chicken here in Guatemala.
Soy la mincha mal, soy el MVP. Yo te gano en la improvisación. Soy el nuevo Messi, solo cambié de color. Este Brody, él no tiene final después de este Brody. Jugaste las semis, obvio pues y todo, y terminaste con el suelo porque yo sí soy Bastoni.
Okay, so there's another place displaying animals that you can adopt here in Guatemala. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Okay, so here I'm coming up on this huge playground. I've never seen this before. And this big commercial center here in zone 14. Like I said, there's a lot of fancy commercial centers in Guatemala City. And there's one right here in Avenida Las Americas. Also, I see like a San Martin, which is a very common chain restaurant you'll see here. Another La Torre, a movie theater, an electronics store, and more. Well, the plaza for Costa Rica is very nice. Hey guys, so I have made it to Plaza Abeliscoco. This is actually where my walk ends. It's a beautiful plaza. I'm gonna show you guys around. But first I just wanna mention, I felt absolutely very safe, especially where the road was blocked off. If you come to Guatemala City and you're here on a weekend, you should definitely come down here. It's a great way to explore the city, to see lots of different monuments, to do some people watching, and just to feel safe. It's a really beautiful part of the city. It's expensive to live here. Wish I could afford to live in this zone. But yeah, I highly recommend doing this. Just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.